Good morning, good morning. Okay, so I feel like we're supposed to do a little reading this morning. I don't really know about, I don't have a feeling about it which I never do really, but especially this morning, I feel a little like, it's a foggy morning and it feels, it has that mystery vibe in the energy, and so it kind of has that with this too. Like we're walking through fog to get to the reading, to get to the message. All right, let's do this. So if you have like a little sacred space, you could light a candle, incense, you could put on some oil. Anasiano tu, iano suiano tu, iano suiano tu, iano oyana, 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 oyana. Okay, I just love the smell of that. We made that in one of our little local gatherings. Okay. Okay, let's do just a couple little breaths here. Breathing in through the nose, pulling out the beautiful Mother Earth energy, and we'll be expelling all that no longer serves us with our audible exhale through our mouth. So breathing in, hold, release. Now breathing. Now we're going to be pulling down from Father Sun, that clarity and inspiration, motivation and drive and cleansing, all that center channel and all that we're asking for cleansing and alignment and clarification. So breathing in through the nose. Hold. Release. Now we're going to be putting our intention and attention on our heart center, pulling in that beautiful energy of both Mother Earth and Father Sun, creating this beautiful balance of the divine feminine and the divine masculine, and then sending that throughout our energetic field. Just just with this sending out this beautiful energy of just balance, right? That's what we need, right? We need balance and we need love and we need hope. And that's what we are filling ourselves up with. Pulling up from Mother Earth, thank you, Mother Earth. Pulling down from Father Sun, thank you, Father Sun. Pulling in from Spirit, thank you, Spirit. And creating this beautiful balance in our whole being. So breathing in nice and slow. Hold. Release. Iana siana tiana oyana kiana oyana iana suiano tuiano oyana oyana siano tuiano oyana. Releasing all that no longer belongs to me, all that has never belonged to me, all the things that we should not be carrying with me. Oyana siano tuiano oyana. So they say, like, whenever we do this, things like this, iana siano tuiano oyana, that you can play along, that you can do the same thing at home and really just to oyana kiano suiano tuiano oyana kiano oyana. It's like pushing out that energy that does not belong to you. I release. They like you to be very, in this time, to be very interactive. This is not like a one-man show. This is a one-man band. They're saying this is a whole production and you're included. You're in the band. So they're like, let's roll, let's rock and roll. Okay, so they're having fun this morning. Okay. So first card up, we have protecting our treasure, but I didn't do the calling in. They're like, okay. Calling in our angels and our guides, calling in Jesus, Mary, Magdalene too, and Lilith, and the Empress. So this month, she is our tarot card of the month. And then ancestors of love and light, Ascension Council, Galactic Council, and ascended masters, all those are the highest, the high, and only those are the highest, the high of love and light, to be here with us, to help us to have clarity, to help us to receive the message in which we are meant to receive for our highest good in this moment. Also calling in and asking for the presence of archangels Michael and Metatron, Uriel and Azrael, Gabriel and Raphael to be here with us to hold this space for us, keeping this space a sacred space, cleansed and cleared of all energy that does not belong here, and also amplifying all the energy that is, and that they so graciously are filling us up, filling us up, filling us up. Oyana kiana tiano suiano tuiano oyana kiano oyana. Okay. So we have protecting treasure. Let's see what else we have. Iana siano tuiano uyana kiano suiana. A one-ring circus. Here, let me adjust this here. If I can do this. Let's see. Can you see that better? Okay, let me make sure you saw this. Oops. There's this. These are from the Enchanted Map Oracle. I feel like we're supposed to do one more. That's by Colette Baron Reed. Stuck in the Mud. I love the little bird on its butt. Isn't that sweet? Okay. That's that for that. That's that for that. Now we're going to do, these are from the Ancient Stones Oracle from Rebecca Campbell. I would love all of her decks. She is, I always think of her as sneaky deep. Like you see her and she's just has this beautiful almost whimsical but not quite feel and look to her to where but she's sneaky deep. I really like her, and her decks are really good. I would love to have all of them. So if you want to send me a Christmas gift, send me one of her decks. I have the Ancient Stones and I have the Work Your Light. I think that might be it. But I want the newest one, and there's a water one and there's a rose one. Yeah. Okay. All right. Stone Goddess. Unwavering love and support. Maternal line. Oh, I love her so much. Look. Oh, look at her. I love her. Okay. We're putting her right up top there. She's she takes center stage. I think that might be it from these. All right, let's see. We're going with the Tarot of the Abyss next. Boy, that Stone Goddess. Eight of Swords. The Wise One. Love that card so much. That came out in a reading just the other day. Anasiano tuiano uiana. Ianasiano tuiano uiana. Ianasiano. Ianasiano. Ianasiano suiana. The Eight of Cups. So we have the Eight of Swords and the Eight of Cups. I always like to try and pay attention to the synchronicities there. So, yep, that's going there. And I feel like one more here. Iana siano suiana. Oh, and we have, so in the synchronicities there is, okay, and Nine of Swords here. Okay. But we also have two elephants here. And they are sandwiching the Stone Goddess. It's almost like they are kind of leading her in. But we have lots of the swords and the thoughts and emotions going on with the cups and the swords and protecting the treasure. And then you have the Wise One. Okay, let's see. I should really, now that they have that community thing, I wonder if I should post the picture of the cards in that when I do these readings. I should do that. Maybe there or in a post or something. I don't know. We'll see how it works. I've never used any of that. So, all right. Maybe it's time. Let's see. What you got to talk to us about, Miss Stone Goddess? You are staring me down. Iana siano tuiana oyana kiano suiano tuiano oyana. Iana siano tuiano oyana. Okay, they're already talking. They're already saying, don't rush, don't rush. What's the hurry? What's the hurry? What's the hurry? Iana siano to iano uyana. Iano suiano to iano uyana. So they're showing the elephants and then how like they're walking across the safari, just kind of like doom, 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 doom. Nice and steady, nice and steady. Here we go, here we go. And they're Iana siano to iano uyana. Iana siano to iano uyana. And they're talking about all their little hairs, those fine little hairs that they have on them that you don't really see from afar, but how they are very much, even though they just kind of look like they're dum 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 diddy dum 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 diddy dum, that they are very like aware of their surroundings, like all those little hairs, like they're talking about how like they're very like sensitive to everything that's going on around them. There's the smells and the wind and the which way it's blowing and the direction of things and the sun rising and sun setting and all the different things. They're very aware of their surroundings. They're very aware of the direction that they are heading. It's like a pool, like they're I don't know if you've seen those things where they talk about the pineal gland and how it's like a directional tool, and they're saying that the elephants like really rely heavily on this directional tool, like and I don't know if this is factual or not. This is just what is kind of like coming through, and that they have like this like honing. It feels like a honing system, and I don't even know if any of this about the elephants is factual. I don't know anything about elephants besides the. But anyway, so they're just saying, "Iana siana tiana oina." They're like, "Stay focused, girl. Stay focused." Stopped. Okay, so they're talking about how they're very heavily aware of their surroundings, aware of what's going on around them, and same, and then that they and this natural honing device that they have, like and which direction that it's leading them, like they're very like on target, and but they know that like, so they know where they're going. And they're aware of their surroundings. So they're able to walk steadily on. They know where they're going. They're aware of their surroundings. So they're able to walk steadily on. So if we know where we're going and if we're aware of our surroundings, what's the rush is what they're saying. Why try and like, why are we in a constant battle with ourselves and with everything else around us, trying to get to the finish line, trying to get the next prize? It's like we need to reprogram our brain and get it out of the system that has been built around us and for us to become like these robot creatures and like little monkeys going towards the next little carrot or prize or little nugget, so we're always like reaching for the next thing. We gotta go and trying to get to it's like we are these trained puppet, like, and then the puppet master, it feels like there's like this puppet master, and like we're like these trained puppets, and we're doing exactly what we've been programmed to do or taught to do, trained to do, is always be like always have all this stuff, like anxiety of not being enough and needing more and needing to be greater than your neighbor. We're taught that we need to crush our neighbor, to rise up, to be better than, it's beyond the whole be like the Joneses. It's be better than the Joneses. We're taught to be better than, to be better than, to be better than, to get more, to be more. If we have more, then we are more. If we have more, then we are more. That hurts my heart. It like physically, there's like a physical pain when I say that. in my heart center because of the untruth in that, because of the lie in that, the lies we've been told, the lies that we've been told. We must reprogram our brains. We must reprogram our nervous systems. We must reprogram our being and how we are in this world, how we participate in this world, in our communities, in our surroundings, in our households, in our day-to-day lives. We have to reprogram step by step, taking away all the things that we were trained to do and to be by the puppet master of society. It's like we must find our truth to be able to speak our truth. We can't speak our truth until we find our truth, because then otherwise we are just regurgitating what's been handed down to us. Oh, damn. That's good. Oh, it gave me chills. Thank you, as they roll their eyes at me. Oyana siano tuiana oyana. Okay, carry on. Okay, focus. Ana siano tuiano oyana kiano suiano tuiano oyana. Okay, so they're saying like, so we need to, so rewinding to where it was, but also rewinding to where like, it's almost as if, so say like with YouTube videos and with videos and whatnot, they talk about cutting out like the unnecessary, cutting out, I'm awful with editing, so you get this is raw. This is always raw because I'm like, I don't know how to do all this stuff. Anyway, so, but they say that with the videos, you go in and you take out like what is not wanted, right? So you're rewinding and cutting out the clips. And so they're saying like, if you can do that, if you can rewind throughout your whole lifetime, in your mind, rewind throughout your whole lifetime, and cutting out these clips of programming, figuring out where the seeds were planted. Like, where was the seed planted that made you feel like all the different times and all the different places along your timeline, and this timeline and the past if needed, but of all the different times and places and all the different examples and role models in which you are living life by, that has you feeling like you need more to be more, that you need to succeed more to be more, that you need to play this certain role to be more, to be okay, to be worthy of people's time and taking up space. Who placed you in the role that you play today? Who placed you in this way of being in which it feels like you must always be reaching for succeeding and being able to, if you feel like, who put you in the position where you feel like you need to be better than the Joneses to be able to gain any kind of respect. And oyana kiana siano tuiano oyana kiana oyana. And again, like to hold space, like worthiness of holding space and worthiness of your words to be heard. Why do you feel like you need to be better than those around you for your words to be worthy of being heard? Who taught you these things? Was it TV? Was it your parents? Was it your teachers? Was it spiritual advisors? Who was this? Where are you picking these seeds up from that have been planted within your space, that has been growing, and you haven't even realized that these are the These are the ways that you have been projecting yourself out into the world, is that it's mirrored on these other people's, their actions and the way they lived. This is the way they were behaving. So then you are mirroring these behaviors, even though down deep in your soul, it feels like it's causing root rot. It feels like something's funky going on down there. And that's not right. But so anyway, that you, something is not right, and it's jamming up your growth, and you're not growing. You're not in the place that you want to be. And you're like, you can't figure it out. What's holding me here? What's holding me in this space? What's keeping me from being truly who I'm meant to be? And that's because you have been mirroring the behaviors of others. We have been wearing the mask that's been passed down to us. We have been acting out in the ways in which we were trained to. We're behaving in the ways in which we were taught to be. That in the ways of which there's, say, like, this is, and this is not, and this is like a subliminal, it's like this underlying subliminal message that everybody kind of picks up on, but you're taught that for your words to be worthy of being heard, you need to be better than everybody else around you. For you to be worthy of taking up space, you need to be better than those around you. But we have to unprogram all of that, because that is all lies. It's all lies. To be seen as successful and worthy, you need to have more. You need to have bigger than your neighbor. You need to have more than your neighbor. You just need to have more. The more things we can acquire, the more successful we shall appear and feel. And it's all lies. And we have to just peel off all of those layers to get back down to who we truly are. This pure, beautiful, pure soul. This pure, beautiful soul that is worthy all on her own. We have to peel back the layers. Just as like they're showing like that flower, is it a magnolia maybe, where it's like all those petals, like when they come, the petals all come out, then there's like this seed. It kind of looks like a big nut or seed, like in the center there. And we're peeling back all those petals just to get back down to that beautiful, beautiful seed. We want to get down to the root of who you are before all these things were added to you, to the mix. It's like when you over salt something, we got to figure out how the hell you absorb all that salt out, right? Throw in some potatoes maybe, and it'll pull out some of that salt because you over season something. So we're just over seasoned. So we just got to figure out how to unseason us. We got to go back and figure out and really ask ourselves, ask during meditation, ask during automatic writing, ask during like your journaling, ask your therapist, ask, dig down, pray about this, say, I am open to receiving the information that I need to release all of these ways in which are no longer serving me. How can I release these? Show me where it all began. Show me how to get to the root of these things, so that way I can start clipping that part of the message that is in my brain, so I can reprogram who I am again. Show me these different times in my life, in my time period, of were they the books I was choosing to read, were they the shows I was choosing to watch, were they the friends I was choosing to be around. Was it my parents? Was it my grandparents, my guardians, my aunts, my uncles? Was it my cousins? Was it it could be from anywhere and everywhere, from neighbors, from family, friends, all these different nuggets. but you got to go back to where it begins. See that, and to see the truth of that. And then look at who you got the message from. Who did I get this message from? And is that who I want to be? Is that who I want to become? No, you don't. And I'm not saying that's because they're a bad person. They could be totally peachy. Who the hell knows? But what we're saying is we want you to be your own person. We want you to be you. Tried and true, purely you. Down to your beautiful, shiny, before you got all dirtied up by society's standards, by societal programming, by the training of the circus of society. We want to get you back down to the cleaned up you. We want to polish you back down. Like it's like a crystal with all the different layers that have been built around it from the centuries of the like layers in the mantle, like all the different earth and soil and that have impacted around it, that we got to chip away at that and clean it up and polish it all till it gets all the way down to where it's a pretty little polished crystal. It's like the difference between like the rough crystal and then the polished, like a polished stone. Let me see if I can find where's a polished one up. And then like a shiny. Oh, that's a nut. There's a nut. I mean, there's the nut. There's the polished stone, and then there's the rough cut. Oh, look, they almost look like they could be the same thing. But anyway, so they're saying we're trying to take away like all those like edges that just make you feel uncomfortable, and you don't even realize why you're all like tense and in between your shoulder blades. I feel like their tension in between your shoulder blades. You're tense you're going up your neck, tense in your shoulders and your back. And they're like, and you don't even understand why. Why am I so like feeling it in your jaw, everywhere, like you're feeling it in these different places. Or maybe you just have these headaches and you're just trying to figure out why you have this or that going on. Or you just, this brain fog, you're walking around from room to room going, what the hell am I doing here? And yes, some of it could be perimenopause. But the other bit is finding the true you, chiseling out. They're showing like the stone, the stone goddess here, and how it's like chiseling out the around to get to the creation. It's like a sculpture there, like carving out of stone, like chipping around to create this beautiful goddess that remains hidden within. It's like taking away everything that we've been told we need to be told, we have to be told. Like this is like what we're told in so many different ways, like just from being shown, from being actual told, from being like just like watching those around us and how they're being, and then we're mirroring and we don't even realize it. It's kind of like when you're around somebody. I know I'm like this. I don't know if you are or not, but if you're around somebody with an accent, by the end of it, you're talking with an accent. No, that's not wrong. So you're talking with an accent, and then you don't realize, like you don't even realize where it came from. You don't realize where it came from. So you're like, and you're like, why am I doing this? Not making fun. I don't mean to like speak in the accent. All of a sudden I'm picking it up. I'm mirroring their accent. And not well, but still. And so they're saying it's like that. It's not, this isn't anything that you've done wrong, that you mean to be doing wrong, but it's just something that feels wrong in your soul and your being, and is causing issues. It's causing little crimps in your neck. It's causing you to wake up not feeling bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. It's causing all these other issues in your body and in your being and in your life, and you don't know why. You don't know what's going on with you. You're like, is it my coffee? Is it my, maybe you eat meat, or maybe whatever, and you're questioning and everything. And they're like, girl, it's because you're still carrying so many different expectations of others. You're carrying these things that you've been mirroring from throughout your whole life, that you have picked up along the way throughout your whole life. It's like you've got this whole big bag of rocks that you've been carrying around, and they're heavy. They're heavy. You're never going to be able to live up to that potential because you don't want to be down deep in your soul. You don't want to be living in this way of where you feel like you need to try and be better than anybody else. You don't want that. And yet it's like your body has been trained to try and be that. So think about that. Think about like that contradiction that's been living inside of you, fighting itself. No wonder your body is so tense. No wonder you feel out of sorts. You've been living a contradiction to yourself. You know how you want to be. You know who you want to be. You feel it down deep in your soul, even if it's just a whisper. But you can mold that whisper. You can give attention to that whisper and allow it to gain ground over time. Allow it to keep growing and growing and growing and growing within you, to push out all these other voices, to push out all the other programming, to push out and away and let fall away all the different things we've been mirroring. And also the other reason, okay, they're saying this is very important. The reason why they said you need to rewind and go back down your timeline and see where these programmings are coming from, because if you're still hanging around the same people that you're mirroring behavior from that you don't agree with, you don't need to be with them, period. Whether it's family or friends, you need to put space. They're saying like family, like a parents and stuff like that, if you don't feel like you can ixnay that because they are your parents and you want to have like this relationship with them, you can put space. You don't have to be their BFF there Monday through Friday with them if they are making it to where you are eternally in contradiction within yourself, causing this neck pain. Somebody out there's got really lots of neck and tension in between your shoulder blades and in your neck, all because we keep absorbing these behaviors, these turns of, what's that phrase, that turn of phrase, these phrases and words that are not ours. They're not ours. These behaviors that we're mirroring, these words, these phrases, these thoughts that keep peeking into your brain, and you're like, where did that come from? I don't want to think that again. It's not yours. You're carrying them from those around you, and you need to figure out where they're coming from, where these actions you're mirroring are coming from, where these thoughts you're thinking are coming from, because they are causing contradiction within you, which is causing you physical pain and harm. You need to release them to release them. So you need to let go, like even if these are lifelong friendships, if they are causing you harm, you need to cut ties. If it's a romantic relationship, if it is causing you harm, contradiction within yourself, where you feel like you're stuck in the mud, where you feel like you're tense and your body is not okay, where your mind is not okay, where your soul and spirit is not okay and you can't figure it out, but you know down deep in your soul what it is. You know what it is, but you don't want to be alone. You don't want to be lonely. But which is better? To be alone long enough to be able to find out who you are again, minus all these other things that are going on like within you that just don't feel good, and to be able to be free of all that, be free of the pain, be free of all of it. Which is better, that or staying, having somebody else in your space so you're not alone, but this somebody is the one That's programming your brain to think thoughts you don't want to think, to act in ways you don't want to act. Because whenever you go, why did I do that? Why did I say that? Why did I just think that? It's because you're mirroring. You are mirroring the actions and the words and the thoughts and the ways of others around you. We need to clean house. It's time to clean house. And it's time to clean house from as far back as you can imagine. So even if it's your third grade teacher that put a thought in your brain, go back and see that. That's where you came from. I don't want to be like you. Because by seeing where it came from, you're able to more easily manipulate it and release it and let it go. And to like pluck it out, video clip it out of the timeline. I don't want to be that anymore. I release you. I let you go. I don't want to think like you. I don't want to act like you. I don't want to be like you. I want to be like me. I want to figure out who I am, the kind, beautiful, caring soul that I am. This is who I want to be. This is who I want to portray, is this pure, gentle soul who loves and is able to receive love, who forgives and is able to receive forgiveness, who is kind and who is able to receive kindnesses in turn, who is able to grow at her own pace, who does not have to prove anything to anyone, who does not have to be better than anyone else, who knows that she's not in a race, who knows that she is just steadily heading towards the direction in which she is being pulled, called to go. It is time. It is time. It is time to wipe the slate clean of anything and everyone, and it doesn't have to be people. It can be shows, it could be books, it could be classes or workshops or mentors. It can be just like YouTube videos, it could be TikTok, it could be Instagram, it could be Facebook. Anything and everything that is implanting seeds of behaviors and thoughts and actions, and anything that is like causing you that internal contradiction, that is causing you physical pain, emotional pain, all the different things, mental distress, all the different things that are keeping you stuck, that are keeping you like lost and unsure of where to go, where to turn, who to be. I don't know who I am anymore because you're so blinded by all the other things and thoughts and actions of others, because you've mirrored so much that it's just like blinding you from where to even go from here. You need to look at everything you are taking in from all the different sources: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, from TV, from books, and all the different things, from people, from places. Think about where you go too. Think about where you go. Are you going to places that you really feed your soul? Or are you going to places that feel like, if I go here, then it's like it's that bettering, it's like one-upping the world by being a part of this place or these people or whatever. It's like always that reaching that next rung in the ladder, right? But we're going to toss the ladder. Starting now, starting today, we're tossing the ladder. No more comparison, no more trying to be, we're not playing the game. We're not in the circus anymore. We're walking away from the circus. We're running, instead of running to the circus, we're running away from the circus. We are running away from the circus and walking into the woods for solitude, to be able to figure out what the fuck is going on with you in a good way. Because we are just taking away all of those things that we have been mirroring, all the things that we've been absorbing, all the people trying to figure out where it's all coming from. You need to take the time in solitude and silence and figure out where it's all coming from. You have anxiety in your chest. You have pain in your neck and your back. You have so much going on, and you need to figure out where it's coming from. Where is it coming from? What needs to go? What needs to stay? And what is in your way of being able to walk steadily on to what is being called to you, what you're being called to. Amen, and so it is. Thank you. Much love to you. Thank you to all of our angels and guides as well. Much love. Thank you.